guys, so I really want to do a video for all the amazing nurses out there. My mum was a nurse all her life, one of my best friends is a nurse, and a couple of other friends that I've made along the way, so I really wanted to do a little session for you girls and boys, you guys. Very much chest opening up the chest. You spend a lot of time obviously hunched over patients, hunched over with paperwork, computers. So it's going to be a really nice chest opening, hopefully about half an hour. I do tend to run over in my classes, I'm terrible, but hopefully about half an hour. So I hope you enjoy. Again, we want props. If you have a bolster, please get a bolster, bring a bolster to the lesson. If not, a couple of pillows or cushions will do. We are going to do a little chest opening relaxation at the end. So blocks, knee pads if you have, just anything that you've got around the house is fine. You don't need expensive equipment for yoga. So we shall begin. I wanted to do a little breath work first, as I know nursing is just so stressful nowadays, so much pressure and stress for you. There's not enough resources, not enough staff. It's just, I see my friends are just so stressed out. So always good to have some breath work, just to release any of that stress and anxiety. So what should we do? I think we do a Viloma breath today. It's beautiful breath work, this one. So we're only using about 10% of our lung capacity, which is terrible. You know, we really need to start introducing full lung breaths. So this one just helps us, reminds us to do this. So what we do is we breathe in a third of the air, then another third, then another third, filling up the lungs completely, and then releasing with an exhale. So you're breathing in, holding, breathing in, holding, breathing in, holding at the top, like full breath, and then release. And then we have a slight pause there, and then breathing in. Now I can't do the breath and say it at the same time, so I'll just be guiding you at first. So take a couple of really big inhales, through the nose and out through the nose if you can. Really nice deep breaths. And release. So the next breath I'm going to take in is going to be, we're going to hold. So breathing in, hold, breathing in, hold, full breath in, hold, and release. Breathing in, hold, breathing in, hold, breathing all the way, and release. Breathing in, hold, breathing in, hold, breathing in, hold, and release. If you get dizzy at any time, please just go back to a normal breath. Breathing in, hold, breathing in, hold, breathing in all the way, and release. And do this in your own time, because I don't know how much breath capacity you have in your body. So do a couple of those just in your own time. It's a great one to do at any time if you're stressed out, and also at night time as well. It's quite good to do. And you can do it the other way around. You can take a full breath in and then breathe out, hold, breathe out, hold, breathe out, hold. Or you can do it both ways. So breathing in, hold, breathing in, hold, breathing out, hold, breathing out. So you can do it 3 different ways. I always like the breathing in one. So just do a couple of those rounds in your own breath. I'll do them as well with you. So breathing in, breathing in, breathing in, and release. So I'll let you do it in your own breath. You can close the eyes down here. Really feel the lungs filling up. Couple more rounds. And release. Bring the breath back to normal. With any kind of pranayama, you do sometimes feel a little bit dizzy. You're taking in a lot of oxygen into the body, so you sometimes do feel that lightheadedness. So just bring the breath back to normal if you feel that at any time. So we're going to work a lot on the neck and shoulders. This is obviously where we hold a lot of our tension. So we'll start with some nice, easy neck twists. So just neck going from right to left, nice and slowly. Maybe inhaling as you turn to the right, exhaling middle, and inhaling left, exhaling middle. Try and take the breath right down to the belly as you're inhaling and exhaling, feeling that belly expand. Got nice straight spines, and our bodies, our shoulders are relaxed. I'm sitting up on a cushion here for comfort. Okay, lovely. And when you're back to centre, just drop the right ear to right shoulder. Bring that left arm out, just feel that stretch. And maybe just help push the head back up. Left ear, left shoulder, right arm comes out. Push the head up. Beautiful. And let's roll the shoulders. Crunchy crunch. Back and forward. Lovely. We'll do a couple of shoulder shrugs. So we're going to bring the shoulders up to the ears and then release with a nice big sigh. So bring the shoulders up to the ears with an inhale and sigh it out. Bring the shoulders up to the ears, sigh it out. Bring the shoulders up to the ears, sigh it out. And then we do a couple of slow ones, the shoulders up to the ears. Gently release, maybe breathing from the mouth here. Lovely, one more time, up to the ears and release. Beautiful. Just bring the hands to the shoulders. I'm going to circle the arms around, bring the shoulders into touch, or as near to. If you need to cross the leg the other way, that's getting uncomfortable. If you want to sit up on more pillows, sit on the bolster. Just feel free to move. Make sure you're comfortable. Back the other way. Lovely. Feel the shoulder blades stretch apart as you bring the elbows forward. Lovely. Come to centre. Bring the arms and down, so elbows are going back to the ribs and up, shoulder height. Just loosening up into the shoulders here. And then bring the shoulders up and in and out to the ribs. Again, just shoulder height. Lovely. Do a couple of, we'll do some, do a spine twist here. So you want to bring the right hand to the left knee, bring the left hand just behind your left buttock. Bring the spine up nice and straight with an inhale, and exhale, just turn the chin towards the shoulder. We don't want to be going round at this point, we're just warming up. Breathing down into the belly, feel the expansion. Beautiful, come the other side. So left hand is on right knee. Lovely, back to centre. We'll just do Lovely spine roll here. Really warms up the spine. You can do nice small circles, or you can make the circles bigger. Again, however feels good for you today. We come back into the other direction. Beautiful. And next we're going to come into all fours, tabletop position. So we can just get rid of the cushion there. So you kind of want shoulders, hands under shoulders, wrists under shoulders here, knees under hips, kind of ish. I always say ish because we don't really want to be too regimented in our positions and alignment. So we're all different. So we're going to come into cat-cow here. So we're going to dip our bellies. Take an inhale, exhale, round the back, suck the belly button into spine. Feel the shoulder blades separate. And drop the belly, lift the chin, round the back. I usually exhale here and inhale with the drop tummy, but if you're doing it the other way, this is absolutely fine. There's no set rule. Beautiful. Feel the beautiful stretch in the chest, lower back as you dip, across the upper back as you curl round into cat. Lovely. And just come to stillness and take the leg out, left leg out, stretch it down, put the heel towards the floor. Feel that stretch in the leg. We're going to bring it up. Bring the other arm out if you can in the balance. If not, you can stay here. You can be down on the forearms. Just remembering here to engage that core, so we're sucking the belly button back to the spine. Lovely, bring that down, bring the foot down, stretch the right leg out and back. Stretch that heel down towards the floor. Feel the stretch in the back of the leg. Beautiful, bring it up, level with the body, and bring that arm out if that's available to you. Or you can just leave the hand there. Lovely. We're going to tuck our toes and we're going to come into a 5 downward dog. So, want a nice bend in the legs here, so we're still warming up. So bend in the knees. You can have a little pedal out with the feet, just popping the heels down to the floor. And with our downward dog, we're looking for a nice kind of triangle position. So the hands are as if they want to go to the front of the mat, and the tailbone is going up and back to the back of the mat. Lovely, and we're going to start to walk the feet towards the hands. Come into a forward fold again, nice bend in the legs so the chest is on the thighs. Just think about trying to tuck the head in here and let the hands just drop down to the floor. Big breath in, sigh it out. Okay, roll up slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae. Bring the head up last. Don't want to cut too quickly, so you often feel a little bit lightheaded. So we're in our Tadasana or mountain pose. So you just want to hip width apart, knees over ankle, hips over knees-ish, slight curve of the coccyx there, our tailbones. Bring hands to heart centre, just close the eyes down. Let's just take some nice deep breaths here. Okay, so we're going to start with, so I did mention we've got these knee pads, so if you have got these, you might just want to have one handy. I'm going to bring the right leg back first, so bring it to the right side. For now we're going to take the right leg back, come into a high lunge or crescent lunge. Take an inhale. You want the torso nice and straight, nice straight spine. We're going to bring our hands behind us and we're going to clasp our hands, push down. So the shoulders, getting a lovely opening across the shoulders there. Now if that's too much with the clasp there, you can have the hands like this in a butterfly, or you can just place them on the lower back. As long as you're getting that opening in the chest there, that's the point of this. And come down into a humble warrior. So wherever you are with your hands like this, this or this, just going to come down, start to bring the chest down over the thigh. If you're only here, that's not a problem at all. If you can, bring the chest down to the thigh and pop the arms up. You're really opening up the chest here. So a humble warrior always looks out for himself before he can look after others. So that's really important in nursing to think about that. So bring the hands down either side of the foot. We're going to drop the back knee here. So you've got your little knee thing, or you can fold the mat up, or you can have a cushion, whatever you like. Just untuck the toes. Come up again nice and straight. So knees over the ankle, more or less. From the hands to heart centre, we're just going to have a little twist here. So the right elbow is going to come to the left knee. So again, if you can just get the hands to here, that's absolutely fine. If you can get the elbow to the knee, fantastic. If you can come right round in the twist, brilliant. But it doesn't matter either way, you're doing the pose. So if you're here, just have a little bit of pressure on the palms there. And any kind of twist, as you nurses probably know, it's great for giving our intestines and digestive systems a lovely massage. Kind of like we're wringing ourselves out here, getting rid of any toxins. Beautiful. Come back to centre. We're just going to do a little rocking back and forth here, stretching out the legs and coming forward into a lunge and back, feet going up into a half split or half monkey as they call it. Goodness knows why. Some of the names are very peculiar. We're just rocking back and forth there, just feeling that lovely stretch down the back of the leg. Obviously the legs are the other thing that you work so hard, you're on your feet all day. Beautiful. Okay, so here we're going to come into a downward dog. So you can do this two ways. You can come up onto your toes, bring this leg back into downward dog, or you can come into a tabletop, tuck the toes into the downward dog. So we've warmed up a little bit here, so we can have a little pedal of the feet. I'm going to think again about that, getting the tailbone up and back towards back of the room. Hands as if they want to go forward towards the front of the mat. Doesn't matter if the legs are bent and the feet do not need to be touching the floor. They might be right up here. Just think about getting that nice V shape, head just resting in between the arms there. Lovely. And again, we're going to walk the feet towards the hands. Come into that forward fold. Again, got bend in your knees, not a problem. The bend in your knees helps protect the lower back anyway, so just feel yourself, let yourself go here. Really feel any stress, aches and pains, just melt them down off the back, down the arms, into the ground, no longer needing all that rubbish. Just for this moment, you have no worries. Get rid of them. And beautiful. Come up really slowly. Lovely. Come back into our mountain pose. If you have got knee pads or a towel or a cushion, just pop it the other side. Ready? Take a little reset here. Just close your eyes down. Have a nice deep breath. And you take that foot back, the left leg back, come into the high lunge or crescent lunge. Body is nice and straight, the spine's straight. A little tuck at the pelvic floor, pelvis there. Pull up through the pelvic floor. Turn on the core muscles. Clasp the hands behind the back. Feel that chest opening. Shine that beautiful heart up to the ceiling or sky. Slightly lift the chin. Beautiful. And then we can bend forward. Doesn't matter how far you come. Lovely. Release the hands and drop that back knee. Come up into our low lunge. Hands to prayer. And we're going to twist the other way. So big inhales and exhales here. Beautiful. Bring hands down to either side of the foot, and we'll just do our little, let me just put my hair back, swinging away there. Little rock back and forth. Stretching out those lovely hamstrings into the groin there. Beautiful. We're going to find that downward dog. So if you need to come into tabletop first, come up through that way. If not, you can lift that leg and come back into our downward dog. And the pedal out of the feet. And legs can go straight to here. We're warmed up. Beautiful. And shake of the head, nod of the head. And let's walk up towards our feet, our hands even. And we'll come over into that forward fold. It really doesn't matter if you have a bend in the knees here, it's absolutely fine. Having the legs locked out like this, it's not really good for us. It's not protecting the lower back, and you're working more on the back of the knee muscles, whereas if you've got a micro bend in the legs, you're working that whole back of the leg there. So coming down again, melting down into the floor, breathing deep. Lovely, we'll come up really slowly. Beautiful, into our mountain pose Tadasana. So from here, we're just going to turn to the side of our mat. We're going to come into a goddess pose, because you are goddesses or gods. Either way. So feet are out 45-degree angle here. We're going to bend the knees, so you're kind of plieing here. The top of the body is nice and straight. And if you want to bring the arms into, this is a full goddess pose. Feel the strength in the legs. Let's take a couple of breaths here. So we're going to twist to the left with an inhale. No, sorry, exhale, twist. Inhale back to centre. Exhale, twist right. Inhale, centre. Feeling the thighs now. Exhale, left. Inhale, exhale, right, back to centre. Okay, straighten the legs. Bring the feet in so they're facing forward. Come into a wide-legged forward fold. So I want you to come down just into a flat back. So we're kind of hinging from the hips here. And just imagine that somebody's here pulling your head. So it's really lengthening the spine here. You want the weight in the back of the heels. You should be able to lift the toes off the ground without falling over. And then we just want to fold forward in our wide-legged forward fold. Now if you've got blocks and you need to have blocks, sorry, I should have said that first, and come down into the blocks. Nobody says that you have to be head touching on the floor. You just come down as far as is good for you. But the point of this is really you want to release. So you're releasing the back, the shoulders, the arms, kind of letting everything just melt away into the ground. Nice deep breaths. Beautiful. Bend the knees, bring hands to waist, slowly rise up. Lovely, well done. Okay, we're going to come down into a squat. So if coming down into quite a wide-legged squat is too much for you, this is the kind of thing we're looking at. You can come down onto blocks, which is absolutely fine. You can just pop the elbows on the inside of the knees there, just stretching out those inner thighs. You can also come down just in a straight squat like this. I'm sure you do a lot of this with your work, so it's kind of a position that you're in a lot. Okay, so either way, wherever you are, if you're in a squat like this, it doesn't matter if your feet are flat on the floor like mine. We're going to come down onto our bottoms. Come into a forward fold here. Now it can be up on a pillow, cushion, just kind of come up on the edge of it. It helps to keep the hips forward and the back nice and straight. And again, you can have another cushion on the legs if you want to. So for now we're going to maintain a straight spine. So you just want to hinge forward, keeping that straightness in the spine. You can walk the hands out. You can have blocks, you can walk the hands out with blocks. So you can have them either side like that. Trying to keep the spine straightish. Big breaths down into the belly, into the chest. Remember that breathing. And every exhale releasing more and more anxiety, stress. Beautiful. Then we're just going to curl the back round. We're going to come over into forward fold. Release the legs, release the back. And just let everything come down. Again, you can have a pillow or blocks here. Just pop your head on the blocks if that's comfortable. Big breaths. I'm going to slowly walk up. Come into bound ankle. Bound ankle or butterfly. We'll do a butterfly, I think. Again, we need to release. So butterfly pose. So you could be sitting up on that cushion. So you want the legs out, feet out. So you've got like a diamond shape on your feet here. Again, you can use pillows, cushions, blocks, whatever you've got. It's just another kind of releasing down. So you're just gonna, again, we can round the back here. So we just want to come down over the legs. You can hold the toes if needed. And you can just let everything go here again. Just really relax down. And then maybe bring the breath into the back of the body here, side ribs. The front is a little bit more restricted. Again, you should feel no pain here. It's If there's any twinges in the knees or anywhere back, just bring yourself up. Use the blocks and rest your forehead on there again. It's whatever feels good for you today. Just let it all go. Lovely. Bring yourselves back up. Just come into that. You can stay in this position if you want, but just try and bring the legs in a little bit. Just want you to bring your hands to your tummy and just give yourselves a little massage on the tummy here. Now, as human beings, especially for women, we hold a lot of our emotions down in our stomachs, down in our pelvic, not tummies, in our pelvic region. So kind of massage right down there. So many digestive problems we suffer from, gluten intolerance, lactose. It's always nice to just give our intestines and everything down there a little bit of a massage. Lovely. And then same with the shoulders. So there's a point just right about in the middle of the shoulders here. It just releases tension in the shoulders. So again, just give your shoulders a little massage here, little rub, like firm. Lovely. Okay, we're just going to come down onto our backs. We're going to do some supine twists. So have your blocks or a cushion handy if you need them. I'll show you. Grab these. Come down onto your back. Make sure the lower back, you can have a cushion here if you want to. Make sure the lower back is nice and flat on the floor. And you're going to lift the hips up and over to the left and just drop the knees down to the right. The arms can be out in a cross or cactus. I have to go cactus because I've got the room. Now you want both shoulder blades on the floor here. So if the left shoulder blade's coming up, and you've got any kind of pain in the lower back, anywhere, then just build the knees up. You might want one underneath, one in between. And then just really relax into that beautiful twist. Start to feel the tension slipping away here. Nice deep breath down into the belly, feel the belly expand. Lovely, and then bring that top leg up, followed by the bottom leg, come back to centre, and lift the hips up and over to the right. Drop the knees to the left. The head can turn in the opposite direction if it's available to you. If it's too much, just keep the head looking up. And again, if the shoulder blade's coming off the floor, then you just need to stack something under the knees there. Nice deep breath down, right down into the belly, into the chest. So big full breaths. And every exhale, start to feel shoulders melting down into the mat. Beautiful, bring the top leg up and then the bottom leg. Just do a bridge, another nice chest opening here. So Just again, you want to maybe do a couple of pelvic tilts here. Just get the lower back, the lumbar spine flat onto the floor. And when you've found that flatness, we're going to take an inhale. We're going to bring the hips up into this position. You want to make sure the knees are level with the hips and not coming out, going in as you come up. And then we've got the option of taking the hands underneath and clasping the hands like so, which really opens up the shoulders again. It's absolutely beautiful shoulder stretch. But if not, you can have the hands just by the side for leverage, or you can even have palms up facing to give you that leverage to come up. So we're finding our flat back on the floor, taking an inhale, with an exhale, start to peel up onto the shoulders. Feel that kind of massage almost on the shoulders. It's strong in the legs, and the chin is tilted towards the chest to lengthen the spine there. And again, if your hands are up like this for leverage, that's fine. You want to take that clasp under the body, open up the shoulders. That feels absolutely amazing. And remember the lower back here, so you want to have the core engaged, pull up through the pelvic floor, be strong in the legs. You should feel it in the thighs here and the glutes. Beautiful. And release the hands, roll down slowly, vertebrae to vertebrae. Lovely. You can bring the knees into the chest. Give yourself a little hug. Maybe roll from side to side, massage that lower back. A really lovely pose, especially for you nurses with you on your legs all day, is a legs up the wall. Obviously, I have no wall spare at the moment, so if you can bring the legs up, if you can hold them up like this just for a few seconds, this is great for the circulation of the legs, helps with varicose veins. Just any time you're like feeling really like, oh, I've not got no energy, it's a really good energizing pose to go into. Ideally, if you've got a wall, brilliant, or even if it's like your legs are just kind of against a sofa or a bed, so they're raised like that, don't have to be right up, but even just raised legs like that is great. So, but legs up against the wall pose is a brilliant one for rejuvenating and getting some of that circulation back into the legs, and can roll the ankles. I actually find this quite comfortable, but I know a lot of people struggle with holding this pose, so please don't. If you please, I'm just basically showing you a pose to do up against the wall or legs up in some way. So we're going to come into a nice relaxing Shavasana. We're going to open the chest. So if you have a bolster, wonderful. If you don't, then just a couple of pillows will work just as well. You just really want to get as comfortable as you can. So if you've got a bolster, just make sure you've got a little pillow there for the small of the lower back. And you just want to lay down, the lower back's right up against those cushions there. And then you're coming up onto the cushions or the bolster, whatever you have. And just bring the hands out to the side. Just feel that beautiful opening of the chest there. If you want another pillow under the head, please do so. It just feels absolutely amazing. You can bend the knees up, bring the feet out mat width apart, drop the knees together if that feels good on the lower back. And lovely big breaths into the chest here. Beautiful. Breathing in, breathing out. Lovely deep breaths with every exhale. Just think about relaxing down into this pose. Relaxing the whole body down. Any thoughts that are popping into the head, just let them go, no judgment. Pop them on the cloud, watch them float away, just for now. Starting to get uncomfortable in any way, and just adjust yourselves or come down off the bolster or off the cushions. You really want to feel comfortable here. Just beautiful deep breaths into the chest, right down into the belly. If you want to stay here, please do. Stop the video, just rest here, keep inhaling, exhaling. Every exhale, melting the body down. You can come into full Shavasana. It's really important to always have that relaxation after a yoga class, to rejuvenate the bodies, regenerate the cells and yourselves. Now, if you've had enough, you want to come up, you can just roll off the cushions and the mat, the bolster, wherever you are, onto your side. Take a couple of deep breaths here. And just come up to seated when you're ready. Own time, nice and slowly. Beautiful. And I want you just to take the hands back behind you here, lift the chin, open the chest again, drop the shoulders. Feel that beautiful stretch across the front of the body. And then wrap your arms around yourselves, give yourselves a beautiful hug, tuck the chin into the chest. Remember how amazing you are, what an amazing job you do. And just remember to give yourself a little bit of self-care. Really important too, so you're healthy in your job, so you can carry on helping other people. Sometimes you just have to give a little bit back to yourself, so don't forget that. Bring your hands to heart centre, bow the head. Thank you for practicing with me today. Thank you for being awesome. Namaste. So I hope you enjoyed that. To all you amazing nurses out there and doctors, anybody medical, physiotherapists, everybody in the care system. I've been a carer for 30 plus years myself before I went into the yoga, so massive respect to us all. And have a lovely day, guys, and I'll see you very soon.